A secret Whitehall document leaked to the Mail on Sunday shows how worried the government and King Charles were about the trial of Paul Burrell, Princess Diana's former butler, who was accused of stealing her belongings. Mr. Burrell faced charges of theft in 2002 for taking 310 items worth £4.5 million that had belonged to the late Princess of Wales. But the trial at the Old Bailey ended abruptly after the Queen remembered that Mr. Burrell had told her he was keeping some of Diana's possessions. Charles, who was then the Prince of Wales, had expressed his concerns within the royal household about the potential embarrassment for his sons, William and Harry, who might have to testify, and possible revelations about Diana's private life. Earlier this year, Harry admitted that he had called Mr. Burrell a two-face who was attention-seeking and self-interested. In a witness statement to a High Court hacking trial, the Duke of Sussex admitted that after the 2002 case was over, William had wanted to meet with Mr. Burrell as the only way to stop him selling more Diana secrets. But Harry feared that the former servant would just use it as a chance to make money. Mr. Burrell worked as a footman for the Queen and later butler to Diana for 10 years until her death in 1997. Now a confidential letter, seen by this newspaper, reveals the discussions held by senior government and royal figures, including Cabinet Secretary Sir Richard Wilson and Sir Robin Janvrin, the Queen's private secretary, over the trial. The letter was written on November 3, 2002, 2 days after the case was over, by David Brummel, the top legal advisor to the then Attorney General, Lord Goldsmith. It reveals that the high-level talks had agreed on the potential for damaging criticism if there was inappropriate interference, in the case, from any source. The letter includes a reference to a conversation between Sir John Stevens, the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, and Sir Richard, in which Sir John said he did not consider that the POW, Prince of Wales, had made any improper attempt to interfere with the course of the criminal investigation and that the POW had withdrawn any reservations. The letter also reveals that before the trial, on May 22, 2002, Charles received advice from Sir Stephen Lamport, his private secretary, that related to the issue of the extent to which the views of the victims of a theft are relevant to the prosecution decision. The conclusion reached was that while the views of the victims' views may properly be taken into account, these cannot be determinative of a decision whether or not to prosecute. The wording suggests that members of the royal family were indicating their preference for no action to be taken against Mr. Burrell. An inquiry by Sir Michael Peat, Charles' principal private secretary, in 2003, concluded that Charles had serious concerns about the implications of Mr. Burrell being tried, including the prospect of himself and his sons being called as witnesses, and was worried that information personal to himself and his family would be revealed during the trial. His main concern in that regard was the distress which could be caused to his sons by revelations, true or not, relating to their mother. He was advised that he could not properly intervene in the prosecution process. Peat did, however, conclude that there was no improper conduct by or on behalf of the Prince of Wales in respect to the termination of the Burrell trial. It is unclear why the letter is now circulating around Whitehall. The Cabinet Office said that it was not being considered for release under the 20-year rule because the author was still alive, while Buckingham Palace declined to comment. Remember to subscribe to British Royal Daily Updates YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. This way you will be notified when we drop a video. Stay safe.